welcome back for another video. Today I'm just going through some stocks, looking for some of my break and retest setups. I'm really just trying to build the confidence so I can go into the trading week this week and know that my break and retest model, my setups are still happening in the market. I'm just trying to build that confidence so that when I see it, there's no hesitation and I just fire away and just trust my levels. So if you take a look at Google here, we can see a beautiful break and retest of previous day low. So many traders go from one strategy, they'll try it for a day, maybe a couple days, maybe just an hour, and think, no, this just isn't working out. And then they'll jump to the next strategy. And that's not the way to do it. Your strategy should have a high probability of happening. However, it's not going to happen every single time that it shows up in the market. If it did, then this would be very simple and every trader would just win every single trade. But the market is not perfect and traders are not perfect. So what we have to do is go through and we have to backtest. We have to train our eyes so that we can catch these setups. We can see the true break and retest model so that when it's happening in real time, we know to trust it and to attempt every time that we see this setup. So on the screen, you'll see Google here, and this is from last Friday. On the 5-minute chart, we broke the previous day low level, and then we got an immediate retest. However, the next candle broke above and closed above previous day low. So there, you would stop out. And if you just gave up and you said, you know what, this break and retest, it is just not working. This strategy is horrible. It doesn't show up. It doesn't work out. Well, then you might be switching strategies. However, if you just waited another 5 to 10 minutes, there was another entry. We got a break below previous day low. We got a retest of previous day low, and then we got another flush. If you missed that next candle retest, as long as you are practicing your patience, you got an even better retest. Those 3, almost 4 wicks off a previous day low is a beautiful sign that we're rejecting that level. That is a perfect picture of what rejecting a level looks like. That right there is an A+ entry. In that trade, look at how far we flush. We just keep going and going and going. You have to stay patient and wait for these trades to set up. If you see a break and you don't like to be so quick and look for that next candle retest, just give it some time because you might get another entry. Now, is this going to happen every single time? No, you might not get a second chance. And that's another part of the trading. There are so many levels to trading, no pun intended with break and retest and entering out levels, but there's so many different levels to trading. There's a lot going on here. You have to be patient. You have to be disciplined. You can't start to revenge trade if you entered on this break and then it didn't work out because it closed above previous day low again. So then you freaked out and you closed and you were red, and then all of a sudden now you're forcing trades on different stocks, or you go to SPY and QQQ and you're trying to trade chop. You have to stay patient. Take a deep breath and realize, okay, maybe I missed this entry. Let me just see if anything else sets up. Let me set some other alerts. I'll flip through some stocks and then maybe that alert will hit again so I can come back to the stock and see if I get another chance at this. You just have to stay patient. You can't be forcing trades. As soon as you force a trade, you are now not seeing the charts as clear as you need to be. We need to have a clear mind and see these nice setups. The break and retest works. You just need to take a deep breath and you need to train your eye to be able to see these break and retests. They happen every single day. Some days they are just cleaner than others. Some days it's just chop and you really don't want to be involved in chop and you just want to walk away and just accept that, okay, I'm not going to make any money today. I'm just going to wait for some better price action later this week, or maybe not at all this week. Maybe I have to wait till next week. We never know. It's not a perfect market. You just need to keep doing your homework and watch for this break and retest. Stay patient, stay consistent with your sizing, because if we start to size up when we shouldn't be and you're just full porting everything, that's when the worst case is you get lucky that first time and then all of a sudden you think, oh, I can do this, this is easy, and then you full port a next time and maybe it works that second time. Then you go to do it a third time and all of a sudden it doesn't work and you lose everything. You need to stay nice and consistent. There's no reason to full port. The market's not going anywhere. It's going to be here tomorrow. So you have to keep your seat at the table so that you are allowed and you're available to trade tomorrow. If you full port and then all of a sudden you don't have anything left, then how are you going to trade again tomorrow? So continue to do your homework, stay patient, stay consistent, stick with that one strategy. You can change strategies, but give it some time. Give it a few months. Try the break and retest. If that's just not meshing with who you are, then you can switch and look for a different strategy. But this break and retest strategy is very simple. And this is a perfect example of break, retest, and we flush. Good luck to all the traders out there. Stay patient, consistent, disciplined, and you will make it in trading. You got this.